David Ellison downplayed Paramount's need to acquire Warner Bros. Discovery during a conference call with Wall Street analysts on Monday after the company unveiled earnings that reflect the uphill climb that it faces in revitalizing its film and TV assets. It's important to know that there's no must-have for us. We really look at this as buy versus build, and we absolutely have the ability to build to get to where we want to go, Ellison told Wall Street analysts when pressed about Paramount's pursuit of Warner Bros. Discovery. We believe we can achieve our streaming goals and that we can drive enterprise efficiency and create value and long-term free cash flow generation all through the building. Ellison also vowed to be disciplined in his approach to pursuing additional assets. It's understood that Paramount in recent weeks has fielded 2 offers to acquire all of Warner Bros. Discovery, including its linear cable networks. As it relates to M&A, everything for us is going to tie back into, does it accelerate those 3 core principles for us? Ellison said. We're fortunate that we have the balance sheet to be able to be opportunistic when we think that M&A will accelerate our goals, but we're also long-term disciplined owner-operators. We'll always approach things through the lens of, how do we maximize value for shareholders? And from an M&A standpoint, it's always going to be, how do we accelerate and improve our North Star principles? Ellison hammered his key points about investment, innovation, and the cleanup that is still underway at Paramount for the new regime. The fine print of Paramount's earnings report discloses plans for a restructuring charge to be taken in Q4 of $500 million. Ellison has emphasized the importance of upgrading Paramount's technological infrastructure and capabilities from the moment he sealed the sale agreement with former owner Shari Redstone in July 2024. On Monday's call, he cast the need in more urgent terms amid an arms race with Silicon Valley firms. That's a world he knows well as the son of software billionaire Larry Ellison, a co-founder of Oracle. Our goal is to accelerate innovation by making technology the core competency of our company. Competitors from Silicon Valley have quickly expanded into media and broader forms of entertainment, and if we want to remain competitive long-term, we must strengthen our technology to do what it takes to position ourselves as the industry's most technologically capable media company, Ellison vowed. Again, I want to stress that technology at Paramount is not and never will be a replacement for human creativity. Rather, it serves as a powerful multiplier, enhancing performance, elevating the consumer experience, and equipping our creative teams with the tools that will enable them to tell even better stories more efficiently and effectively. Among other highlights of the call, Jeff Shell, president of Paramount, reaffirmed that the company does not plan to offload its linear cable channels, at least for the near term. We're not going to spin off cable assets. This company has a history of spinning assets, and it hasn't gone very well for us and we think for others, Shell said. So one of the big rationales is that when companies are standalone, they can focus on driving the value of the brands that they have in a more specific way. We're going to do that, but we're going to do that within our companies so our shareholders get the value of that. We think we have some pretty good brands on the cable side, he said, citing Nickelodeon, MTV, and Comedy Central. As expected, Paramount has divested itself from TV assets in Latin America, Argentina's broadcast channel Telef, and Chile's Chilevisión. Shell was blunt about the reason why. We have enough to do and invest in without investing in things that are not core to what's going to get us to global streaming scale. Ellison and Shell also were effusive about the importance of the company's new $7.7 billion rights pact with UFC is to the future of Paramount Plus and CBS. Shell told analysts that the UFC's year-round schedule will be a boon particularly for CBS, which has its big sports investments clustered around the fall and winter NFL schedule and spring NCAA tournament.